The controversial religious organization Universal Peace Federation that hosted the Asia-Pacific Summit in Kathmandu last month has been found submitting a controversial report at the Federation's head office in South Korea, claiming it has influenced Nepal's politics and the constitution itself. The report on the Asia-Pacific Summit held in Kathmandu, submitted at the Unification Church in South Korea, states that the Federation was able to incorporate Father Moon's ideologies in Nepal's constitution, considering it as a significant achievement as well. There are many institutions established under the Unification Church to fulfill its vested interest. Robert Kittle, who is the Director of Peace Education for Universal Peace Federation Asia, while submitting a report on the Asia-Pacific Summit, stated that the Federation was able to influence Nepal's constitution with its ideologies. In the 29-minute-long video, Kittle is seen displaying a picture of the Constitution Assembly during the promulgation of the new Constitution, stating the Federation was able to put forth the words and thoughts of the founder of the Unification Church.
Nepal now has peace. This is their new constitution. And the Nepal Family Party was part of writing the constitution, signing the constitution. True parents' words and thoughts are in this constitution.
The Unification Church has many political parties and organizations in various countries established to fulfill their mission. The Nepal Parivar Dal is one operating in Nepal on behalf of the Unification Church. Although Kittle has not clarified which constitutional provision the Federation was able to influence, his statements raise a question on Nepal's constitution's sovereignty. If Kittle's statements hold any truth, the citizens need to know what issues in the constitution has the Federation influenced and who among the leaders facilitated in such a scenario. If not, it is necessary for the government to take strict measures to prevent such international groups from making such claims that hurt the sovereignty of the nation. And moving on, Nepal's trade deficit has been worsening by the day as the state fails to encourage domestic productivity. Based on a report released by the Trade and Export Promotion Center yesterday, Nepal's trade deficit has increased by 28% in the last 5 months. The trade deficit has climbed to 570 billion rupees, an increase of 83 billion rupees. According to the Trade and Export Promotion Center, Nepal's imports have gone up by 34% in the past 5 months of the ongoing fiscal year, reaching 607 billion rupees. The exports, however, have remained dismal at 37 billion rupees. 64% of the imports made by Nepal have been from India, while 22% have been from China. Petroleum products top the list of imports, standing at 88 billion rupees. Likewise, rice makes up for a significant portion of the goods imported as well. The scale of import of grains like rice, corn and wheat have increased by 28% to reach 21 billion rupees. Officials of the Trade and Export Promotion Center have stated the increase in trade deficit has reached alarming proportion. Experts have opined it is high time for Nepal to study or explain reasons on our dependency on imports for food and petroleum products. Welcome back. The general public have been facing difficulty in commuting on a daily basis due to the dilapidated condition of the roads. However, in addition to the difficulty, the sorry state of the roads has been causing 6 deaths in average on a daily basis. Lawmakers criticized Physical Infrastructure and Transport Minister Raghubir Maset at the meeting of the Development Committee yesterday for the ministry's failure to pay attention to the situation and put efforts in mending the potholes that have been posing serious threats to the lives of the public. Based on the data of the Traffic Police Division, 1,200 people have lost their lives since July 2017. Likewise, based on the graph of the past 6 months, at least 6 people die on an average on a daily basis. The Traffic Police Division has stated poor state of the roads as the main reason behind the deaths. Lawmakers of the ruling Nepal Communist Party urged the government to stop digging roads haphazardly and leaving it unattended. The lawmakers also accused the government of ignoring the alarming number of loss of lives. Likewise, the lawmakers also accused the government of being a mere spectator to the plight of the general public due to the exorbitant taxi fares and unmanaged public transportation. The lawmakers said the government for garnering cheap popularity by giving out false hopes of ending the transport syndicate. In response to the pouring criticism, Physical Infrastructure and Transport Minister Raghubir Ma said on his part stated the government is taking necessary initiative to minimize the number of road accidents. However, the minister did not have a concrete plan in this regard. International and domestic tourists flocked to Kantipur's Nagarkot to welcome the English New Year 2019 with beautiful views of the sunrise and wide range of mountains. Tourists usually visit Nagarkot during the New Year to start the year to a fresh sunrise and bright mountain range lit up with the light of the rising sun. Hotel entrepreneurs have said they have put up to 10% discount targeting the visitors this time around. Entrepreneurs have said the number of domestic tourists has gone up as of recent. However, the tourist fees imposed on international tourists and the sorry state of the roads usually discourage visitors. There are around 100 small and large-scale hotels in operation in Nagarkot. Entrepreneurs have stated the number of domestic tourists have gone up as Nepalese have also embraced Western festivals like New Year and Christmas as their own. Despite the implementation of federalism, transport entrepreneurs in Province 3 have not been able to receive various transport-related services from Hetauda, the capital of their own province. They are having to travel to Province 2 for all transport-related services at the moment. And in this context, we had asked the transport entrepreneurs what problems have they been facing as a result. Let's take a look at what they have to say.
Public voice.
हामीले तिरेको कर 2 नम्बर प्रदेशमा गएर तिर्नु भन्दा यदि हाम्रै प्रदेशमा तिर्यौं भने त्यसले समग्र यहाँको चाहिँ विकासमा पनि यसले चाहिँ टेवा पुर्याउँछ।
यहाँका व्यवसायहरू धाएर वीरगञ्ज गएर गाडी नामसारी गर्नुपर्ने, कागजपत्रहरू बनाउनको लागि, पर्मिट लिनको लागि सबैको लागि हामी वीरगञ्ज जानु पर्दाखेरि हामी एकदम यसमा चाहिँ पीडित भएका छौं।
कर तिर्नु पर्छ, अन्य कुरा कागजपत्र बनाउनु पर्छ, 2 नम्बर प्रदेशमा जानुपर्ने अवस्था छ।
हाम्रो अधिकार पनि हो, कानुन पनि हो। कानुनले त्यो दिलाउँछ। त्यो हुनाले हामीले चाहिँ हाम्रै प्रदेशमा चाहिँ सेवा सुविधा पाउनुपर्छ भन्ने चाहिँ व्यवसायीलाई चाहिँ उनको चाहना छ।
यहाँको व्यवसायहरू निकै मार परेको छ, जो यहाँबाट त धेरै पर गएर कागजहरू रिन्यु गर्न परेको छ र सामान्य स्वरोजगार मजदुरहरूले त्यो काम गर्न सक्ने निकै कठिनाइ छ।
नामसारी गर्नुपर्देखि लिएर लाइसेन्सदेखि लिएर सबै कुरो चाहिँ 2 नम्बर प्रदेशमा चाहिँ गएको छ। सम्पूर्ण चाहिँ त्यो चाहिँ यो प्रादेशिक राजधानी हेटौँडा भएको कारणले गर्दाखेरि हेटौँडामा यो सम्पूर्ण यातायात पूर्ण व्यवस्था कार्यालय चाहिँ हेटौँडा हुन जरुरी छ।
करको दायरामा ल्याउन पनि प्रदेशलाई सजिलो रहने र यो प्रदेशको कर हामीले अन्त गएर तिर्दाखेरि यो प्रदेशलाई त्यति सहज राम्रो होला जस्तो मलाई लाग्दैन।
नेपाल सरकारले ध्यान दिएर यो 3 नम्बर प्रदेशको राजधानी हेटौँडामा चाहिँ एउटा चाहिँ यातायात व्यवस्था कार्यालय हुन अत्यन्तै आवश्यक छ।
And it's now time for our segment Public Pulse, where it texts us with their opinion.
Public Pulse.
And the question is, why has Nepal's trade deficit not come under control? Your options are A, lack of attention towards production, B, impact of foreign employment, and C, dominance of profit-oriented businesses. The voting for the question is on. Type in AWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. And now time for sports update.
Sports news.
Sandeep Lamichhane will be in action again later today as Melbourne Stars takes on Melbourne Renegades in another match under the Big Bash League. The match to be played at Melbourne Cricket Ground is scheduled for 2 p.m. Nepal time kickoff. Despite a lackluster start to the season with 2 defeats, Melbourne Stars won their 3rd match against Sydney Sixers to make a comeback in the league. Nepal's spin prodigy Sandeep Lamichhane was highly impressive in all the 3 matches, remaining in the top 5 wicket-takers list. With an impressive display of leg break bowling, Sandeep has claimed 7 wickets in the 3 matches he has featured so far. Sandeep picked 2 wickets each in the first 2 matches and 3 wickets in the 3rd match. Today's Melbourne Derby, however, will be Sandeep's last match in this edition of the Big Bash League, as he will travel to Bangladesh to feature in Bangladesh Premier League. Sandeep will represent Sylhet Sixers in the BPL that kicks off from 5th of January. Sylhet will play their first match against Komila Victorians on the 6th of January. Meanwhile, Nepal's team captain Paras Khadka will also attend the Big Bash match today as he is currently in Melbourne for a cricket festival. Paras Khadka has been especially invited to watch the match featuring Sandeep Lamichhane. A 20-member preliminary national cricket team has been announced to play 3 one-day internationals and 3 T20s against United Arab Emirates. The team is scheduled to leave for UAE later this month. A few new faces have been included in the 20-member preliminary team. Young players of the likes of Bhim Sarki, Sandeep Johra and Pawan Saraf, who have been playing well in the franchise league, have secured their place in the preliminary team. Fast bowlers Bikram Sob and Avinash Bohra have also made it to the preliminary team. Both the bowlers were earlier included in the team as net bowlers during the training period. Nepal will play the ODI series against UAE from 25th to 28th January. Likewise, the T20 series will be played from 31st of January to 3rd of February. All the matches of both the series will be played in Dubai. At a time when Cricket Association of Nepal is under suspension, ICC has given permission to go ahead with the series after receiving requests from Nepalese players and coach. Nepal had been given ODI status for 4 years after securing the 8th spot in the One-Day International World Cup qualifiers held in Zimbabwe in 2017. And domestic football, 2 more matches are slated for the Martyrs Memorial A-Division League today. Saraswati takes on Chasal while APF is pitted against Nepal Police Club in the matches scheduled for today. The match between Saraswati and Chasal will kick off at Enfa Ground, Saddobato at 11 a.m. With 2 more rounds remaining in the A-Division League, Chasal is fighting for a 5th place finish. Coached by Raju Kaji Sakya, Chasal is currently placed at 8th position with 15 points. Saraswati, meanwhile, is in the 10th position with 10 points. In another match also scheduled at Enfa Ground, APF and Nepal Police Club come face-to-face at 2:30 p.m. Police Club with 18 points are in the 5th position and would like to finish the season in the top 5. In the last match, the Police Club had registered a 3-1 win over 3-Star and will be looking forward to repeat the feat in the match later today against their departmental rivals APF, who are placed 7th with 17 points. And continuing with domestic football, Tribune Army Club and Jawlakal Youth Club settled for a goalless draw at the Martyrs Memorial A-Division League yesterday. In the match played at the Armed Police Force ground in Halchok, Tribune Army couldn't take advantage of the opportunities to score and had to settle for the draw. With the draw, the Army Club has failed to climb to the 3rd position of the league table. Tribune Army have secured 22 points from 12 matches, while Jawlakal are in the 9th spot of the league table with 12 points. In another match played yesterday, Brigade Boys blanked Friends Club 3-0. Foreign recruit Kazim Bussari scored in the 15th minute to give Brigade Boys a 1-0 lead. Kazim doubled the lead for Brigade Boys by scoring his personal 2nd goal of the match in the 46th minute. Another foreign player, Abdul Nissaha, scored a goal in added injury time to secure Brigade Boys' 3-0 win over Friends. With the win, Brigade Boys have 9 points while Friends have 9 points after the loss. In an earlier match played at the Enfa complex in Saddobato, Machindra Club and New Road team NRT settled for a 5-all draw. In the high-scoring match, Bisal Rai scored 2 goals for Machindra, while Vasida Diamonde, Khamir Gilsan, Khandawa and Anil Gurung also added a goal each. Likewise, Ashok Thapa scored 2 goals for NRT, while Susil Lama, Didier Ismail were also on the score sheet. Meanwhile, NRT were gifted a goal as Sahid Jabanja scored as an own goal in the 8th minute. The match witnessed the most number of goals at the ongoing Martyrs Memorial A-Division League so far. After yesterday's draw, Machindra are at the 12th spot of the points table with 7 points, while NRT are at the bottom with 5 points. And those were our latest headlines. Stay with us for more news and entertainment on KTVSD. Have a great New Year's Day.